Bam. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a new Cardano video. Right now plus 0.48%, so it's looking okay. It's not down, it's not up, like actually it's not doing anything. Yeah, I think it's just waiting for the next big move, and I'm gonna show you what I think might actually happen. There is some kind of nice pattern that's going on. Anyways, let's get into the charts, make my face smaller, charts bigger, and see how this actually works out. So yesterday we talked about the 184 and 162 resistance that we need to break, especially 162. We still need to break that to go higher, right? Because of this top over here. So if you want to be bullish, we gotta make a higher high, meaning, you know, higher high. You know, we gotta make some new trend to the upside. So right now we are not yet above the 162 line, you know. So, but we take what we get. We take what we get. Now there is a possibility that this might actually go a little bit down before it actually goes up, and I'm gonna talk about that. Before we do that, let's see, pull up some moving averages. Pull out some moving averages and not everything else, of course. We are still above 10 moving average, of course, on the weekly. You can see previously weekly closed above the 10 moving average. We are still holding above the 10 moving average, so all is nice. Still uptrend on the weekly. On the daily chart, let's remove just a little bit over here. On the daily, we are finally climbing above the 10 moving average up here, but we still got this 20 and 50 moving average to get above on the daily chart to be really bullish, and that's gonna come around 162, where, you know, where our the important line is. You can see here 162, right above, right above the 50 moving average, 162. So as soon as we are above 162, like, a lot of this is actually done. Let's see how this looks on the 4 hourly. You know, 4 hourly, it looks really nice. In fact, we managed to break the 10 and 20 moving average up here, right? Right, then we climbed the 10 moving average, jumped on the 50 moving average. Right now we're sitting on the 10 moving average, and we still got 100, 200 moving average above us to break. But the fact that we are sitting above 10, 20, and 50 on the 4 hourly time frame, which is a very important time frame, it looks very good and very nice. Now let's bring back and talk about a little bit about pattern that's actually forming here right now that actually might pull us to the downside. So over here right now, let's do this on the 1 hourly, because, you know, we have more data over here. So there is some kind of a rising wedge going on here. Okay, maybe let's give it a little more room to wiggle. Let's say this isn't technically broken yet, but, you know, it might actually look like it's broken. It's trying to break it. Doesn't matter. It looks really nice because, you know, it's hitting these tops really nicely, and even here it starts. You can see here how it actually holds the support before it breaks it, and then right back up again, right? And you see over here it is holding it, but right now it looks like it's kind of breaking the downside. Now this is a rising wedge, of course, and rising wedges have a tendency to break to the downside. Now if you watch my Matic video just 20 minutes ago that I made, yeah, Matic also had a rising wedge. Technically, when I double checked it, it looks maybe like a channel. But you know, the rising wedge that I think there is, it broke on the upside. You know, it broke on the upside. So this still until it's actually broken on the one or the other side, it still has a chance to break on the upside. But there will be no problem actually if it breaks on the downside, because, you know, right now we have gone a little bit up. So if you just go a little bit down, something like that, and continue going up like that, there will be some kind of spring to actually get us up. Nothing goes up in straight line, you know, that's that. But it's important to notice this very nice rising wedge that maybe already now is actually falling through and getting some kind of retest, and might actually get a bounce to the downside. So nothing is yet done, but it is looking kind of scary in the short term. This is 4 hourly time frame, 1 hourly time frame, you know. So how long this is gonna last, you know? Probably by the time you wake up tomorrow, you know, it's already gonna be over. But it looks very close to come to this 162 line. You see here the wedge is actually pointing exactly here on the 162 line, our target line. So we want to get above 162 and then go. Once we are above 162, I think 184 is given. So I think this move to the upside is a lot easier to do than actually get above the 162, because once you're above 162, you know, everybody's going to be super bullish and start pushing price to the upside. Let's pop back the moving averages here on the 1 hourly. You know, on the 1 hourly we are climbing this big moving average, this small moving averages, 10 and 20 moving average. But if we start falling down out of this rising wedge, I'm thinking we might start, we might go all the way down to the 50 moving average. So drop down to 50 moving average, then bounce and continue going up. We can also take some kind of distance over here, but it should be actually a lot further down than actually the 50 moving average. Maybe some other moving average, yeah, maybe all the way down to 100 moving average, give or take. If we fall down, we're gonna fall down a little bit, but you know, it's given that, you know, whatever goes up has to come down a little bit. And if we start going down, it's only gonna be positive, because right now we haven't have. This might actually have been some kind of a retest on the line, depending on how you draw the line, right? But if you fall all the way down there, that's going to be really nice to retest, actually continue going up. This wedge can also go all the way up to the line 162 before it actually breaks on the downside. But I think it's already now might actually be breaking on the downside. It's hard to tell. Either way, our resistance 162, we are already above the trend line over here, resistance. We are going in some kind of rising wedge. Probabilities to the downside, it can break to the upside as well, but probabilities to the downside. So keep that in mind. But once that's done, I think we're gonna either just bounce here right up again, or you know, it's hard to predict the very next move right now, but it does look okay, and there is, I don't see actually technically any problems right now beside the rising wedge. Anyways, come back tomorrow. We're gonna probably see have some more data on what's happening. So subscribe to the channel, check out the link down below for exclusive TLA content on the Patreon, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And on the way out, smash the like button. Thanks guys, see you around. Bye bye.